As the FC25 season comes to a close, and not just FC, the whole esports team coming to a close, it's only right that we crown a champion. You're welcome to Ghana, Accra, the Foresight TV mansion for the first ever Ghana Esports League. My name is Samo. I will be guiding you through everything that will be happening for the next 4 weeks. We are live inside the Foresight TV mansion. Everybody ready and roaring to go. This will feature for the first time ever 16 esports teams live in play as we do begin the action. Everything is done from media day, everybody getting ready, and the action and the showdown will begin. I'm here at the player station where everything you see on stream will be right here in the middle, in the heart of Accra. We'll get to see who the best of the best will be. It's an all-player scenario. No problems of I didn't get to play this guy, I didn't get to play this girl. We'll get to play everybody, and we'll see who will go home as champion. For the next 4 weeks, the place to be will be Ultimate Battle YouTube channel for the best showdown when it comes to FC and eFootball to crown a champion. That's how we'll do things here inside Ghana, Accra. Make sure you are tuned in every single weekend for the grand action. I'm done with this one. There's more to come from the guys outside. There's a lot of people looking to do the showdown. There's a lot of players outside, actually more than over 50 players here to just witness the craziness that we've got for day one. There's a lot in store. There's a lot to come. And as I go, there's a lot to explain to you about the Ghana Esports League.
Welcome to the Ghana Esports League EAFC 25 preseason. This is the stage where it all begins, the foundation for Ghana's most competitive EAFC League experience. We're kicking it off with 16 elite teams battling it out in a high-intensity preseason. This isn't just a warm-up, it's the proving ground. Teams are here to showcase their skills, chemistry, and strategy before the main season begins. The preseason is more than just matches. It's about identifying talent, building rivalries, and setting the tone for what's to come in EAFC 26 when the full-tier league structure kicks off. Each motion counts. Performances here will influence team rankings, seeding, and visibility for the big season ahead. This is where the underdogs rise and champions make a statement. Get behind your favorite teams, follow the drama, and witness the passion as Ghana's top EAFC talents fight for recognition. This is only the beginning. EAFC 25 preseason is setting the stage for Ghana's next esports giants. Are you ready? The road to greatness starts now.
For the next 4 weeks, this will be our home for the Ghana Esports League. We are ready for the showdown, all the talk. We are ready to stop it and then get into action. For our first game of the day, it will feature some brilliant players from two teams who are making a lot of noise within the esports team. We'll start with FC Action, of course. Like I said earlier, 16 teams will do battle, 2 players from each of those teams. As you see in your shot, after 6 esports, it will feature big ups. Of course, a player who's known for his prowess, a player who's had a trophy-laden career already and is looking to add more things to his resume. And joining him for the very first time in a LAN event will be Baron OD. If you hear that name, Baron OD, you know he's crazy when it comes to online stuff. People are ready to see him do action in offline. That's your team for after 6 esports. We'll be doing battle later on today. They will be taking on Gatsby Esports, the team who set the VGA grade alight, the team who, when they came onto the VGA grid, not a lot of people have heard of them. Sergio made sure he made a lot of noise about them. He is in your shot. He will be in action all the way from Kumasi with his teammate Vastic. For Vastic, this is the moment to shine. And for him, it just reminds me so much of his teammate Sergio because we hadn't seen them before. They hadn't been in action before. And he'll get his chance to announce himself to the world. And Sergio coming in with the swagger. Remember his infamous victory against Big Ups. They're setting the whole place alight and making sure that everything was down to go. As they enter the players' booth, as they enter where the action will begin, it is truly going to be a remarkable experience. I've already got word that between those two players, it will be Sergio who will be taking up the controllers first. He'll be taking on Big Ups. So we get a rematch of the round of 16 VGA grid matchup, which ended in the mauling of Big Ups by 9-2, I believe. And it was craziness from there on out as both players get set and ready to go. They'll be playing an ultimate team action like we do at 9 minutes half. So just expect that both players will be in action. It will be accumulation of the score. So once Sergio and big ups are done, Baron and then Vastic will pick up the controllers, and then we accumulate all of the scores to determine who picks up 3 points as we do start our Ghana Esports League. We appreciate everybody's patience. We know last week we had things on our minds to be able to start, but there was the media day, so we just couldn't fuse it in there. But now we are ready for the showdown, and we are ready to produce one of Ghana's biggest esports events. As the players do get ready, we will say, if you're currently watching live on YouTube, on Ultimate Battle YouTube channel, you can consider subscribing to the channel, because for the next 4 weeks, you wouldn't want to be anywhere else. The league, for the very first time, by the way, the 16 teams that are featured will be across the whole of the country. There's no Accra players, there's no Kumasi players. People are flown in from all over. There's the Volta region representing with Eze Gaming as well. So everybody will have an opportunity to be able to produce at such a high level. We don't want any excuses at all. It will be played in the mode that we all love, Ultimate Team. They are following quite some strict restrictions. When the games do begin, I'll let you know all about it. And just to follow the pathway and the lines that they should be towing, going straight into the action. This is the Foresight TV mansion. If you are wondering where you are, you can join us as well. If you're a fan coming in this and every Saturday for the next 4 weeks, this will be our home. For those wondering what's happening with eFootball, they're currently off stream. We'll definitely have a game of eFootball on stream as well on the Ultimate Battle YouTube channel. As we begin this one, we will say that everybody on the live stream, kindly share the live stream for others to join in the action. Truly the best of FC action we are about to witness. And I'm getting word that the players are getting ready to go. Just, you know what, all of the controller settings. We know in these tournaments like this, you do not want to go in there and make a couple of mistakes at the start, because if you do concede a goal in the early stages, it could go against you. As the players do wrap things up, we'll go for our first quick spin around, and we're back. We'll bring you the big action after 6 Esports versus Gatsby Esports.
I'm Big Ups and I'm representing After 6 Esports team.
I'm Baron and I'm representing After 6 Esports.
I'm Raymond Agbozo and I'm representing After 6 Esports team. I think it's very good to upgrade players and stuff on the esports community.
I think not this tournament, but then I've been training ever since the release of FC25. So I think I'm ready.
I would say 2 teams, Canvic and maybe Ultimate Hub, because Toby is a very good player. So both teams. Yeah.
This is Big Ups and representing After 6 Esports team, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
It all comes down to this. The moments, the training, all of the hustle will come down to when the Ghana Esports League begins, and it begins now. I'm hyped, and joining me will be a familiar face who's pretty hyped as well. He will be playing for Osmos Esports, Guy Kobe himself. First time on the broadcast. So far, how you see the Ghana League, the hype and everything?
Charlie, I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited. And it's been a long way coming. Ghana Esports, we've been doing a lot of things. A lot of work has gone into this. And I believe this is the biggest event we are going to have this year. So I'm proud, I'm excited. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, and I think it's perfect that it's coming at the end of the FC25 season as well. But the players who are about to go into action right now, the two teams actually, After 6 Esports, Gatsby Esports. For After 6, immediately Kizito set up that team. We knew he had some crazy intentions, but the team that he has put together, big ups. I'm hearing Raymond is saying there, Baron, even Padia, who couldn't make it to the tournament today. That lineup alone is crazy. I know you've had close relationships with them. What do you think of the lineup that they are bringing to the Ghana Esports League?
It's a crazy, crazy lineup. They are going to bring in so much experience and so much talent. I think After 6 is a very big team. It's a very big team in our esports scene. And the likes of Big Ups, Padia, and all that. But this is a crazy event, so I can't say too much about After 6. Yeah.
But the thing is, it's only 2 players that are going to play. So even if you have like 4 great players, it will be 2 who have to make the decision. On the other hand, though, the team that's only bringing just 2 players, Gatsby Esports, they've made a lot of noise in Kumasi. We've heard a lot about Vastic. We've never seen him play in a LAN event. Yeah. If you go back to the years when you were playing, your first ever LAN event, did you feel the pressure? And do you think it might get to Vastic seeing everything happening around him?
Oh, it's crazy. For you to do something for the first time, every first time something is very difficult to do. Playing on a LAN event for the first time, he's going to be under pressure a bit. But I'm sure he's going to prove.
Yeah, and I think it's also good that Sergio is beside him, you know, to calm him down a little bit. For Sergio, he's not new to the pressure now. The last time he met Big Ups, you actually corrected me on the score. 11 goals. You think we might see something similar?
No, I'm not sure. Big Ups is out for blood. He's here for revenge. Last time on the big stage, VG Esports, Big Ups met on the grade. Big Ups got beaten by 11 goals to 2. That was a crazy scoreline, and I don't think that's going to repeat itself today.
Because today is actually cumulative. What Big Ups and Sergio will be doing, what Big Ups and Vastic will be doing, it will be cumulative. We'll add everything, and then we'll be able to see who picks up the 3 points. That's for who, for all of those who are wondering how we'll be able to match up all of the points and everything. But before they actually start, Osmos Esports, everybody was wondering. We knew who Big Ups, we knew who Guy Kobe is. Of course, your name very, very common in the scene. But your teammate, you haven't heard too much about him. Are you still confident that your pair can do a lot of damage in the league?
Oh, he's actually a wonder kid I'm training, and you guys should watch out for him.
Osmos will actually be on the broadcast today, so we'll see.
Boys are underrating him. He's going to pull out so many surprises. So.
I mean, we love to see the new names as well, the ones that we don't know about, like what Sergio did at the VGA grid. You didn't hear too much about them. He explodes onto the scene. That's what the Ghana Esports League is all about. 16 of the very best. There's Play Province in the mix. After 6 Esports, Gatsby Esports, Osmos Esports, plus Legends, Virtual Union, the return of Wonder Kid. You will actually see him on stream because he's got one of the games.
He's also one of the new boys in town. Survivor, that guy is really good. So let's watch out for that guy too.
Yeah, so I think this league is just perfect. Blending the old with the new. I don't know if we'll call Guy Kobe too old, but he's trying to keep up with
I'm still a newborn. I'm still a new gen in this game. New gen. I'm part of the new gen.
And just to build the excitement, right after the league, there will be the Ghana versus Nigeria battle, which I've hyped so many times. I had the opportunity of being in Nigeria for the National E-Soccer League. They've got their top 4 already, but for ours, people are still asking how we determine our best 4 players. I've already said individual performances will do, but off the performances, of the players that you've played so far, who do you think, if we put everything in your hands to pick the 4 players to rep Ghana, who do you think makes your 4?
I'm going with Baron.
Yeah, starting with Baron. Wow.
I'm going with Baron. I'll go with Big Ups. I'm definitely going to involve Wonder Kid because
still
without experience.
In SC25 still?
Oh yeah, without experience you can't play certain games.
Wow.
Experience is really important in gaming. Yeah, I think with his experience and all that, he can match up with the Nigerian boys, and this is going to be the first time we are going to get the opportunity to play
like face to face. Yeah,
physical matches. The online battle, they are always winning because of their pain and all that.
Yeah.
But they said it's not an excuse, so let's see what will happen in the LAN event.
But you didn't give us your last player or yourself?
The last player, I didn't need to mention it.
Well, that's Guy Kobe's for to potentially take on Nigeria. You can drop your comments in the chat. We'll be reading all of them as we do go forward with all of the action that's about to begin. Sergio versus Big Ups will be our opener. A rematch of the round of 16 at the VGA grid. It ended 11-2 in favor of Sergio.
No 11-2 today. No 11-2.
Can you repeat the scores? You can drop your score predictions. Guy Kobe doesn't think it's happening. For me, this game is very unpredictable. If it happens, I won't be surprised. surprised. Maybe it might happen and it will be upside down with big ups.
You think Sergio is beating big ups again?
Why not?
You remember what happened yesterday?
Yeah.
At the Esports World Cup. Tex beat someone 10-2.
But you see, Tex
Anders beat
10-2 and then the next day. But this has taken a long time. So it is like Sergio going back home. He knows he has the edge over big ups. You still train and try to be confident. The teams are ready. So as they're about to kick off this one, our first match on the broadcast, hopefully it gives us a goal first. Yeah. I remember the VGA grade, our first ever match on the broadcast was Wise Mass versus Carlo, and they gave us a really good goal.
There are going to be lots of goals in this game. I believe there are going to be lots of goals.
Well, it should be a fun one. We are ready to rock and roll, people. Ghana Esports League preseason, we are underway. After 6 esports big ups is in action. First off, they will be in their dominant orange and the black shorts. And for Gatsby Esports, I believe it's an Argentina kit with the blue and the white. There are strict team restrictions that everybody's following. As we see Sergio trying to open up the defense early, and we could have seen the first goal within the first 2 minutes. We know Sergio likes over the top through ball, but this is not his style to really start.
I told you there's going to be lots of goals. Just the first attack of the game, and there's already a big chance. So we should expect a lot of goals in this game.
Well, do expect loads and loads of goals. And of course, when they do go in, we will be delighted through every single one of them. The restrictions I was speaking of, every team is supposed to just have a maximum of 498 rated players and above. And the rest has to be below a 98. And EVOs are allowed. All of those things are allowed, because we are getting to the ending of FC25, and for those who are playing Ultimate Team, you know what it means. So it is pretty important to note all of those things. The first time we actually get to see Ginola, for those who completed the season progress, to be able to get Ginola. Have you tested him out already?
Oh, he's a very good player. Ginola in every FIFA is one of the top cards. So I think every boy is going to have him in his team.
Well, it will be something to look forward to. Another card where I think he might be everywhere will be that Hullit card. He was one of the reasons why people were advocating for Evos, because everybody had Evo Hullit in the midfield. And one thing I also noticed about the National Soccer League in Nigeria is almost everybody had him at the start. But for the National Soccer League, there were no Evos at the time. But in this one, it will be allowed. Right now, this is my favorite card. That Lionel Messi item, I just think he is something else. Ronaldo will get into space as big as looking to, kind of respond with Sergio's fiery start early on. He gets the early break with Matuidi dancing in the area, the pass. That's not good enough to beat Theo Hernandez. I think for me, Theo Hernandez, if you had to pick one gold item that can last through the whole of FC,
it's Theo Hernandez.
He has a shout. But I don't think Mbappe also has a shout in that regard.
This is it. Mbappe hasn't been all that. But you should be looking out for Mamadashvili. I think that card is going to be in everybody's team as well. That card is really crazy, a 96 rated card. And it's not that expensive also. But everyone is going to have him in this team with the aerial plus play style and his intercept and his long legs. It's going to be very pivotal in everybody's team.
Yeah, those things are really, really important. Not just here. National Soccer League, he was everywhere. The Esports World Cup, FC Pro World Championship is everywhere as well. So it's somebody that you take close notice of. 11 minutes in, we've seen a little bit of goal mouth action. No goals to show for yet. As we knew that this one would be cagey. I don't think Big Ass wants to concede first.
Yeah, I think everybody is being careful. They are all playing conservatively. Nobody wants to concede the first goal and open the floodgates. So I think it's going to be a cagey affair.
And like first game jitters, when you're the one playing on stream for the first time, everybody's watching. But Sergio won't care at all. Over the top, he might be in. Red time finish, but he doesn't care at all. It will be the Gatsby sportsman who opened the scoring.
This Sergio guy is crazy, The kind of passes he can see, it's going to be difficult for players like Big Ups to defend those kind of passes. You see, usually when you are defending against any opponent, you look out for the short ground passes. Sergio doesn't opt for any of them. he keeps going for weird,
he's always in
passes.
The air.
So if you don't pay attention to those kind of passes, he really can hit you.
Wow, Sergio, that's taking him a matter of minutes to open the scoring in the Ghana Esports League. We get another look at it. Brilliant pass. And you see the play style pop on Bruno Fernandes. He said the incisive play style plus, always important, triggering the run of Rafael Leao and making sure that he gets that first goal to go down. What a start that one was.
I think the game is open now. We are going to see more goals from now because Big Ass is going to come
The thing is, when you've played somebody before and he has beaten you that heavy, and when the person scores early, can cause you trouble. What do you think is going to Big Ass's mind right now?
Oh, I'm not sure Big Ass is wrong. Big Ass is too good of a player to think that much about it.
I mean, at the grade, you and Montana were the only two players to say Big Ass was overrated. You guys still think he's overrated?
I don't really think Big Ass is overrated. I said that for banter, honestly.
But you see, one kid made a list on TikTok and he put Big Ups in the top 10. You think he warrants to be in that top 10?
Oh yeah, he deserves to be in the top 10. He's a very good player, but Big Ups lacks a little bit of confidence at times, and I think that's his only problem. But if he works on his game, he's definitely one of the best players in our country.
Well, look closely for Big Ups as you try to work his way back into the game. The pass into Kaka, not the best, but what an electric start from Sergio, and that would be perfect for him. And I'm sure you have a lot of love from Kumasi, but their Kraman could be in. Taps of the post, 19 minutes in. Big Ups his first chance at the game, and we knew this was coming. Over the top through ball, he's in on Reed, but Mama, that's really what speaking
I think Big Ups was caught in 2 minds with that chance. He decided to pass, then at the last second he changed his mind and decided to go for the far post shot. That was why he missed that chance. If he went earlier with a shot, I think he would have scored.
Well, you know what? For the squad requirements, we're considering making that everybody uses a Ghanaian in their squad, and I'm so happy that Sergio, he didn't even think about it. He's playing ACN, so that's pretty interesting to have him in your squad. Just 20 minutes in, we've already had a lot of action to discuss right here inside the Foresight TV matchup for the Ghana Esports League preseason. Big Ups on yet another of those marauding rants.
Sergio is defending really well in this game. I'm not seeing too many openings for Big Ups. He's not getting those true balls into the box. Big Ups hasn't got any clear chance aside the shot he made with Kaka. I think that's all the chances he's created so far.
Well, corner kicks are always dangerous in FC25. I'm quite surprised that he played it short, because usually if he's got Mama that's really which he has in his squad, hold it, you can play those near post corners and you always cause problems.
Sergio is also playing Mama that's really
but the thing is who will lock onto that player early. So if you can have that advantage, then good news for you. We've already seen a couple of through balls from Sergio. I believe we'll see around like 10 to 15.
You're going to see a lot of this. That's Sergio's gameplay, basically. Yeah. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah. And it works.
That's simply his bread and butter. And if it's working for you, why change it?
Why change it? Why would you change your winning team? That's what works, so he'll keep doing it.
And I think that's the reason why he has Bruno Fernandes playing in that cam role. Playing in the 4-2-1-3 formation, having somebody with great passing stats, incisive play style, plus the long ball play style as well. Yeah. It's perfect for him. But Big Ups have liked the way he's approached this game. After going a goal down, he's not resting on his laurels at all. He's not letting the pressure get to him as he open one more space, finding Messi. Kaka, can they after 6?
I'm Big Ups and I'm representing After 6 Esports team.
I'm Baron and I'm representing After 6 Esports.
I'm Raymond Agbozo and I'm representing After 6 Esports team. I think it's very good to upgrade the players and stuff on the esports community.
I think not this tournament, but then I've been training ever since the release of FC25. So I think I'm ready.
I would say 2 teams, Canvic and maybe Ultimate Hub Toby Toby is a very good player. So both teams. Yeah.
This is Big Ups representing After 6 Esports team, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
Welcome back from that brief pause. We had just a little bit of a technical difficulty, but of course it's sorted. We just ended at the 28th minute with Sergio leading by a goal to nil. Big Ups looked a little bit tentative, conservative. He did create a very good chance which came off the bar. If you're Baron beside him, what are like some of the advice they are giving to him?
You just need to tell him to calm down, keep his head, and try to create more chances. He should attack, he should play his best, he should feel free.
But you see, the Big Ups that we know, and what you said about it the last time was every single pass you like to play along, every movement you like to play along. I'm not seeing that Big Ups again. I don't know if it's the pressure of playing on stream for the very first time.
When you play someone and you get beaten that heavily, 11-2 in the VGA sports,
subconsciously,
you understand. You try to play differently. You try to do things differently.
Yeah, and it all kinds of works in the mindset. And usually in esports, when I say if you win the mental battle, you're a goal ahead. Yeah. So right now, that's where Big Ups needs to conquer, because I think his game has not been bad at all.
But
he's created a couple of decent chances.
There's really a long way to go. There's really a long. They are playing 9
minutes, and it's just 28 minutes gone in game. So
there's a lot of time. So I think different things are going to happen.
There's just roughly around 60 minutes to go. So don't worry, people. We'll get straight right back into the action. Gatsby Esports are looking for their first 3 points of the whole of the tournament, and they're on the verge of doing so as we'll restart from where we left off. After 6 Esports looking to get back into the game a little bit with Sergio up by a goal to nil. I think what, sometimes some of these technical difficulties, when it comes into play, it can favor the players a little bit. Sure. I think if Big Ups looks at it like the pause that came in, he can settle down, rethink some of his decisions, and just try to calm himself down a little bit. It might go a long way to help him.
I don't think Sergio is worried at all about anything. With Sergio, his confidence is at the highest level at the moment because he's beaten Big Ups before and he knows how to beat Big Ups. He knows what it takes to beat Big Ups. So I think he's going all out, trying to play his best. He brought his A game, and that's what he's showing at the moment. Yeah,
I'm sure all of the commercial boys are indeed behind Sergio. Let us know what you think about Sergio in the comments. I know every single time he's playing, he's got the whole of a Sacrum behind him, the whole of Kumasi behind him. And for Big Ups, all of the After 6 Esports fans will definitely be cheering behind him as well. Over the top, definitely offside on that one. What do you think will be running through the mind of somebody like Padia who couldn't make it here today as an After 6 Esports player, knowing that maybe if he was in this position, the fact that he's also played Sergio multiple times because he's a commercial player, he will be feeling like maybe if I was here,
Big Ups is in.
Something might happen. Ronaldo, Big Ups, possibly to level it up. And that's more like it from the multiple time champion. Big Ups restores parity with a perfectly well-worked goal, and it's 1-1 now.
That was a beautiful goal. He used all the mechanics in the game, the one-time true ball, and it worked very well for him.
Very important stage in the game for Big Ups to get back into the game. Sergio, who was dominant in those first 20 minutes, well, the tides can turn quickly, and they've turned in favor of the After 6 man. Then your shot looking cool, calm and collected. This is not going to be the end of the road for them, by the way. It's an all-play-all situation. This is just the first game that's happening, so there's more to come. And for Big Ups and Sergio, when they are done, Baron and Vastic will immediately pick up the controllers and continue with the game.
I don't even think there's too much pressure on the players playing at the moment, because it's going to be a two-legged game, and we are going to use the aggregate score. So if you are playing the first game, you are not going to be too worried about the second game. I think those sitting behind the other players are the ones thinking about their strategies to enter the next game. You get it? Because if your teammate gets beaten by
a big
4
margin,
goals to nil or something, you are going to be thinking about how you are going to enter the next game. So that's the whole mental side of the whole game.
Well, the mental side of the game, pretty important. As we come to a close in FC25, I believe that everybody has mastered some aspect of the game, and everybody's just using it to their advantage. Just about 7 minutes to go in game before this one comes to a close. The Ghana Esports League preseason beginning at the Foresight TV match with all the players here and ready to do some damage with Big Ups. So that goal spare him on to do greater things. Within our FC scene, and we look throughout the whole of the years, you've been like timeless. You've been through all of Wonder Kids Prime. We went through when Sule came into the mix, when you came to give them a lot of pressure. Would you call this the most competitive? Like the fact that in your time it was you, Kobe, Sule, but this time we have like multiple players challenging for that top spot.
I think gaming has become better. Gaming has evolved. Everything is better at the moment. We have better internet. We connect to our own server at the moment. So the whole structure of gaming is different right now, and it's more competitive. You can't deny that. There are better players all around than there used to be. At first, when you should go to tournaments, you can even be banned from tournaments because you keep winning.
I remember a tournament flyer came out where no guy come, no Sule.
You always go to tournaments thinking you are going to win, but at this point of time, like, I don't think you are going to go into a tournament thinking I'm the favorite, I'm going to win the tournament. It's not like that anymore.
I had like a serious argument with Afo about this. He seems to believe that before the players were much better. Big ups. He's through on goal, but Virgil van Dijk's tackle, very important. Just a minute to go before this first half comes to a close. It's always crucial in moments like those, as Sergio will be looking to end this first half on a high. He's already started this game pretty well. Just consider that goal earlier. Bruno Fernandes working his way through the middle. Quick pass into Des, be able to open up that space. Lofted pass, Lauren James definitely not getting there before Theo Hernandez.
After Big Up's goal, I think he's more settled now. He's playing better than he was playing in the beginning of the game. I think the pause really helped him, it motivated him a little bit, and he's playing much better now.
Yeah, like I said, it's more or less like a blessing in disguise for him. Because for everybody around, we're happy that happened. But for Big Ups, give him a time to settle. Of course, now sipping
but I'm actually disappointed.
Drinks.
I was expecting crazy amount of goals in this match. I was expecting a crazy amount of.
You see, what I've noticed is usually when you're playing first on the broadcast, the pressure of playing first and the fact that you know everybody is watching, you're not going to be risking too many times. I haven't seen over the top 2 balls even once from Big Ups, and I know he tries them too as well, but maybe just the pressures of playing early on is getting to him. First half coming to a close. The whole debate about Ghana's SC scene and its trajectory has just been marvelous. We had days of having the DFAE Trophy Championship where we're able to determine a winner. We've never had a league system before where it's all play all in a LAN event with 16 teams, 32 players. We are just hoping that we can pull this off to the very highest level and then get everybody involved.
This is the best initiative we've had in our gaming industry for a while now. And I'm very proud of it. I'm very glad it happened too. I'm glad I'm a part of it too. I'm glad I didn't retire before this happened. Because it's been a long time coming and we haven't had these opportunities. This kind of opportunities haven't come to us most often. So I'm glad now we are having them and we are taking full advantage of them.
Yeah, and the fact that we're also now pushing the narrative of Ultimate Team as Rafael Leao might be in Sergio, but thinking things a little bit, waiting for more support to get into the mix. But that time, Vega says, not on my watch at all. I will block those spaces and will set him off on the counter. Kaka has some options to deal with if he wants to. Wants to go alone on this attack a little bit. Big Up settling into the mix, and now we are seeing those famous player locks of his when he gets here. He's one of the most dangerous players available. Big Up, this could be special. Turning around and then one pass too many, kind of.
You see, Big Ups, he's really good at attacking, but he complicates it sometimes. When he had the ball with Ginola, I think he was supposed to go for a shot. If he just turned and tried to finesse, I think that would have been a goal.
Well, it has always been a thing for him. He wants to make things as simplified as possible, but he's in again. Creating chances are not a problem at all for him. He can get into your box with just a couple of passes, and that's what he does, people. He's turned this game on its head.
I think Sergio is a little bit rattled at the moment. After Big Up's equalizer, he hasn't been in the game that much. He started very well. He came out of the gate strongly, but I think he's a bit rattled at the moment.
What you said earlier about them playing before and Big Ups losing 11-2, and the fact that most of the goals were over the top 2, but Big Ups was playing a high line then. This time I'm not seeing too much of it. I've seen him trigger the offside trap 1 or 2 times, but he's not doing it too aggressively because he knows in behind it could cause trouble. So it's definitely learned his lesson.
Sergio is really deadly with those kind of attacks. If you don't try to defend it, if you do nothing about it, he is going to wound you. He's definitely going to wound you. We
get another glimpse of how that goal did go in. Sergio now down by 2-1. Big Ups with the way he's turned this game around there. Just about 40 minutes ago, and I know there's a lot of time when it comes to FC Esports, and in this new redefined competitive mode with the 9-minute house is always kind of difficult to hold on to leads.
That's a foul.
That could have gone any way possible. speaking of defenders in the game, I know we've spoken of Mamadashvili, Abstam, you can add Van Dijk to the mix. What do you think is the best defensive play style? Because I've had numerous conversations. People are saying intercept play style plus block play style plus. People are saying anticipate play. Where are you with that one?
For me, yes, intercept and anticipate. Intercept first, then
anticipate second.
Yeah.
So all of your defenders have to have those two.
If you don't have intercept, I don't know what you'll be doing in my team. Because the kind of passes that can be given in this game are crazy.
What a finish that was, and it did catch guy coming off guard. You see, with that reaction,
wow,
over the top through ball once more. The trademark move, the trademark celebration. Sergio, right back in. It was Sergio. The thing is, you're playing him across 9 minutes, and the fact that you might be caught in a lapse where you forget that he can do it.
He's going to do that.
So I think that is where we got.
I'm watching this game. I never saw that pass. I never saw that pass for a second. And that's how dangerous Sergio can be.
Well, the danger man getting this game back to parity has been a fun one already. We did say there will be goals, and there's been 4 already. Look at where the pass came from. And see where he triggered the run from Leao.
And to go for that near post finish. That's crazy.
I think it was kind of expecting Vegas to shift the goalkeeper, but he didn't shift it.
He didn't shift the keeper, but how did that ball go in?
Well, this is SC for you with SC25. Another over the top through ball. Is that onside? Is duly. Henry will get the man to beat his defender. We haven't spoken of precision shooting here, but we expect moments like this to happen.
It even happens at the world stage, so it's not shocking.
Well, this one has truly been one to enjoy so far. Both players fighting tooth and nail to give their teammates an advantage going into the second legs. Ronaldo, player lock coming in. And I think if he just went straight ahead, there was an opportunity for him to shoot.
He should have cancelled the player lock and kept running. And he would have got an opening there to shoot.
Well, we are seeing the blueprint. Look, there's a clear blueprint on how to stop Sergio.
Yeah.
Prevent those over the top through balls from beating you, but it's much easier said than done.
Yeah.
Big ups, finding ways and ways to break down that defense. This time, Lionel Messi getting on the score sheet. Sergio's defense being breached one more time, and this time the through ball getting into Messi's feet and finding the back of the net.
This game is finally turning out to be the way I thought it was going to be. These guys, they both score a lot of goals. They will definitely score. Big Ups is always going into a game, and he's expected to score about 3 or 4 goals. Sergio is always expected to score about 5 to 6 goals. So I was expecting something like this, and he hasn't disappointed us so far.
Well, we had this one as a prime time matchup as we get to see another glimpse of that Messi goal, near post finish. A taste of his own medicine with the way Sergio has been going near post lately.
That's your Messi card.
Yeah. One of my favorite cards right now. Like the dribbling, the play styles that he's got. When the ball is at his feet, it literally feels like it's glue.
Of course, he's the good.
Well, we'll have to have debates about that. People have different opinions, but in SC25, I think it's truly one of the best players in the game. Big ups right from him getting that first goal. We are seeing a different level of him playing. Kaka holding on to it right now. Big ups, can he get that cushion that he's been looking for? Every single time that he scored, he's giving opportunities for Sergio to work his way back into the game. But this could be the start of something new. Hold it. Great pass. There goes Ronaldo.
Oh. He didn't look out for the goalkeeper movement there. Sergio moved the keeper right in time. That was a very good save.
Well, this is pretty important in this stage. This cross comes in. We have said countless times that crosses in SC25 are always going to be dangerous. And Vegas was looking to take full advantage. That time, Vegas with the shot, trying the low-driven shot. It's also another meta in the game. I haven't seen them kind of go to that meta too many times. Is that something that you feel like everybody playing SC25 must have on lockdown?
Yeah, I think so. If you don't take those kind of shots, you are going to miss a lot of chances. I think with the low-driven, it's easier to score. When you use low-driven shots, most of the time, the goalkeeper is going to...
Sergio, he's in on goal! The shot from Lauren James being blocked. This time he went to Route 1 football, trying to get an extra pass in there.
That was Mamadashvili with his long legs, as I said.
Well, we'll be keeping close tabs on how that defender does. It seems to be in everybody's squad so far. Big ups, wait, hold it. Just having in mind that you don't necessarily need to win by a big margin. Big ups, he's throwing goal, gets the pass in. Ronaldo lurking in the area. Sergio very alert to the danger and getting the defender there. Right now, I think one thing that has to be on Big Ups' mind is you don't need too many goals. You don't need to commit too many bodies forward because Baron can also play. So the fact that he's still going for goals. I know there's still a lot of time on the clock, but that could be a whole different strategy that he could adopt.
I think he's trying to make Baron's work easier for him by getting the next goal. If he does that, Baron will come into the next game thinking I'm 2 goals ahead. I don't need to risk a lot.
And speaking of Baron, we've heard that name a lot online. The fact that he's played European pros before.
He beats Tex. He actually beats F2 Tex on champs.
Well, you have to prove to us. We the Ghanaians, we see it online, but we want it physical. And today, we'll get to see Baron in action later on, right after this game finishes. Was the through ball coming? There was right there for him to lay that through ball. And for Big House, that's quite surprising.
I think he was expecting Sergio to switch back and defend that pass. So he took a different option. But that was the right option.
Wow. And for Big House, he cannot be missing chances like those because we know with Sergio, he can be clinical at all times. So just about 12 minutes ago, before our first match on the broadcast comes to a close, Ronaldo through on goal. There's Kaká, Big Ups to possibly seal the deal now.
That's it. Easy as like.
For sure, he wasn't missing from there. Big Ups gets a little bit of revenge. The revenge was definitely on his mind, and he just needed to build towards it.
I told you to expect something like this because there's no way somebody will beat you 11-2. Then on your next meeting with the same person, you would come in expecting to get beat that much again. So I think Big Ups came in prepared and. You can see one.
Yeah. Usually, you don't see Big Ups too animated. So if he's giving you a little bit of emotions, you know he definitely meant
He really wants this match. He really wanted this match, and he's getting his revenge.
Yeah, well, he was desperate for points. He was desperate for goals. And we'll see how he got that goal. The trademark player lock from Big Ups and the triggering of the run from Ginola right from the back. Actually, Kaká and green time finish. Of course, he'll end up in the back of the net.
Defending FC makes you feel hopeless. He spotted the run. Since the time Kaká was triggered, but there's nothing you can do about that run. Since he beats that defender, you're out of the game. You can't do anything about that.
Well, it's what happens when it comes to FC Esports right now. Sergio and of course Vastic right beside him. Vastic will be thinking, Sergio, 4-2 is okay.
Yeah.
Like you have to keep the score. You have to try your best to keep the score close because if it gets overblown when it becomes like a 4-3 goal lead, he might be in trouble. Sergio getting the lucky bounce. And the low-driven effort just gets wide, but that might have to come to play at some point where Sergio will have to be like, you know what, I like where the lead is right now.
But I think the game is still not over. With the 9 minutes half per game, I think
the 10 minutes is still a lot of time.
You can score 3 to 4 goals with a number of minutes left. So I think there's still a lot of time. I think Sergio will still attack. Sergio has one way of playing. He's not going to change that. He's still going to attack. He's always on the front foot.
Well, if he stays on that front foot, the results might go either way, but it seems like the man has just one thing set on his mind, to try to cut into that deficit. And for Big Ups, surely try to hold on to that ball. There goes Kaká once more. Rushes the pass into Ronaldo. I said you will get back possession of the ball, and that's what he was certainly looking for. Bruno Fernandes scanning through the pitch. Excellent tackle from Messi. Messi can do those for you as well. Then you are using him in the perfect positions. Big Ups in once more. With Ginola, Ronaldo, Big Ups could make this one secured. And he will get a 3-goal cushion heading into the second leg. The after 6 man came here with one thing on his mind, and he's got the job done.
One thing I've noticed about FC players, this one is not only with Ghanaian players, with all FC players. If someone gets into the league, that is when they gain so much confidence. They begin to play the game. You see all the players coming out and all that. He's doing everything at the moment because he got a goal when he was in the lead, so everything came out.
Well, when Big Ups is playing at a level like this, comfortable, he's certainly one of the best around, and he has it on full display. After 6 esports in a commanding lead.
When Big Ups is having his confidence, you're in trouble. When Big Ups gets confident, you're in trouble.
Well, speaking of those player locks, that's how it came to play. Getting Ronaldo into space. Magidi's playing cancel. Perfect shot across the goal, and De Gea definitely not doing anything about that one. If you're Baron, you're definitely smiling at this result.
You're going into the next game thinking, oh, I just need to get a draw, or I need to get a 1-goal lead. I can even lose by 1 goal and I'm still okay. So he's not worried too much.
If you just joined the broadcast and you're wondering what we are speaking about, this is the Ghana Esports League featuring 16 teams. 2 players from each team will be doing battle. It is going to be a cumulative score to determine who takes 3 points. So right now, Big Ups is done. We'll be continuing from this 5-2, or if there's going to be more goals, into the next game between Baron OD and Vastic. The after 6 man now pushing possibly even for more goals. He's not satisfied yet. When we say revenge, he wants it in every way possible. But you know what? I think Sergio has to say enough is enough at this point. But big as what a performance this one has been. And now he will remind people, all of those who were trolling, because there were a lot of trolls at that time. Like when Bigas lost 11-2, for the whole of that week, he couldn't sleep in the WhatsApp group chat.
For the following 2 months after that tournament, he was in lots of trouble.
Well, there is no sweeter taste than revenge. +4. Do we usually see +4 in 9 minutes house?
Not at all, especially in a 5-2 game.
Wow. EA keeps surprising us, but this one, not too much of a surprising result from Big Abs at all. He's put in the work. He's recovered when he needed to, and he's finally gotten that revenge against the Gatsby esports player in Sergio just about 2 minutes ago before this game comes to a close. And what a showdown we have been treated to. And they'll take this one into the second leg with a commanding lead and in pole position to secure their first 3 points of the game. Games are also happening elsewhere, people. If you are wondering, off-stream games are happening. But for our first on-stream game, Big Ups will finish it off 5-2. That must be satisfying for him.
Very satisfying. This has been a very beautiful game. It was a wonderful match. I'm glad I was on this. I was on a live broadcast to see this. Big Ups played very well. He came in, wanted a revenge, and he got it too.
Well, there are so many things that are sweet, but nothing sweeter than revenge. Big Ups picking up a huge win, 5-2. We are not done for that game. Baron OD and Vastic will be next.
I'm Big Ups and I'm representing After 6 Esports team.
I'm Baron and I'm representing After 6 Esports.
I'm Raymond Agbozo and I'm representing After 6 Esports team. But I think it's very good to upgraded players and stuff on the esports community.
I think not this tournament, but then I've been training ever since the release of FC25. So I think I'm ready.
I would say 2 teams, Canvic and maybe Ultimate Hub, because Toby is a very good player, so both teams. Yeah.
This is Big Ups and representing After 6 Esports team, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
Representing Prime Loss Esports.
This is Pure Panic from Prime Loss Auto Esports.
My name is Afajun Gamers, and those who are already in the game have the experience and to be able to attain higher heights.
The Ghana Esports League being the first time, I think I'm expecting every team to bring their best and compete to the max.
My toughest opponent is Montana from the Canvic Rovers.
I mean, we are all here to win, so you should be expecting Prime Loss to be the winner.
Welcome to the Ghana Esports League EAFC 25 preseason. This is the stage where it all begins. The foundation for Ghana's most competitive EAFC league experience. We're kicking it off with 16 elite teams battling it out in a high-intensity preseason. This isn't just a warm-up, it's the proving ground. Teams are here to showcase their skills, chemistry, and strategy before the main season begins. The preseason is more than just matches. It's about identifying talent, building rivalries, and setting the tone for what's to come in EAFC 26 when the full-tier league structure kicks off. Each motion counts. Performances here will influence team rankings, seeding, and visibility for the big season ahead. This is where the underdogs rise and champions make a statement. Get behind your favorite teams, follow the drama, and witness the passion as Ghana's top EAFC talents fight for recognition. This is only the beginning. EAFC 25 preseason is setting the stage for Ghana's next esports giants. Are you ready? The road to greatness starts now.
3 points halfway in the bag for After 6 Esports. Big ups doing the job in game 1, but the job not finished here, like Obi Bryan will say. 5-2 for him. Now they carry it over to the second leg. Baron, we're going into this one very confident. 5 goals against Vastic, but Vastic's mindset has to be one thing on his mind: positive right from the very start.
But I think it's going to be a tall tax. It's going to be a tall tax for Vastic because Baron is also a very good player. And going in thinking you are going to beat him by a lot of goals is going to leave you exposed. That's how I feel about this game.
Sometimes those things do happen, and Baron and Vastic are in your shot. After 6 Esports and Gatsby Esports looking to do battle. Sergio, he gave a good reflection of how he plays, especially in that first half. I think the second half, Big Ups controlled the game a lot more, and once he grew into the game, like we're saying, he's always difficult to stop. But for Kumasi and their FC scene, they've always been making a lot of noise about we giving them the opportunities. So I like the fact that they are well represented here. Of course, another team coming from Kumasi is Modern Row Esports. We see more than Mulish also come all the way from Kumasi and make a lot of noise. You've been to Kumasi multiple times. Are there like really good players at the level of the Accra players?
All the players in this competition right now are very good players. Take Mulish, for example. He represented Ghana in
the last chance qualifier.
Yeah, last chance qualifiers in Saudi. So no slouches over here today. I think everybody here is a good player.
But if you had to put one number 1 player from Kumasi, who would you see? Padia still?
Padia Mulish.
Well, that's the pecking order that guy Kobe has them, and you can drop yours in the comments to have discussions about them. But I think we are ready to go so the players can begin that game. All important big game coming in this one. After 6 versus Gatsby Esports. With a heavy lead for Gatsby. After 6 will change their strip a little bit into the all black. Baron will be looking to secure all of those 3 points in the bag. And for Vastic, try your best, because right now we know it can be an impossible task. But in FC, nothing is impossible. 9 minutes out. But if he gets the first goal, things will be tricky.
It's a 9-minute half game, so there should be lots of goals in this match.
Well, we will be watching closely to see if there will be goals. There are games happening elsewhere. For those wondering, some of the games are happening off stream. I do believe that Virtual Union and Plus Legends are in action. The Great Wonder Kid is in action in his first game off stream. You'll definitely see him on stream. For those of you asking about Wonder Kid, Play Province is also in action.
You have Jonas in the building.
In there. So all of the top players will definitely come on stream, and you'll be able to get a glimpse of how they play. Baron first opening at the goal, and he's not missing that one at all. Baron in his first ever LAN event. You know who he reminds me of for the National Soccer League in Nigeria? Rufai. He hadn't played in a LAN event. His first game took everybody by storm, and Baron reminding everybody why if he's good online, he can do it offline as well.
It's the same game. You just need to bring your talent out. Usually it's just the nerves that gets the better of you, but I think Baron is not too worried about all of that.
Well, the nerves certainly not getting to him at all. Like I said, the roster that Kizito has put out with After 6 Esports, they can compete anywhere, especially when it comes to FC. Anywhere you put them in, and that's how Baron got that goal earlier on. The great turn with Mahmouchen, that ran right from deep from Dumfries. I don't think Vastic saw that one coming at all, but perfectly placed for Genola to slot a hole.
Yeah, speaking of After 6, I think Kizito is doing a very wonderful job. He's really doing a very wonderful job. And I have some news to share with everyone. I think
Guy Kobe wants to give us exclusive, so carry on.
I want everybody to know that next season, with the qualifiers for the Esports World Cup, you should expect something from After 6.
Well, After 6 Esports making waves not only in Ghana but internationally. Next season they will be making a lot of noise in there as Guy Kobe gives us all of those exclusives. But just the fact that he can house some of those players and give them the atmosphere to play competitively, play each other the whole of the time. Big Ups has taken up streaming. Of course, you're into the streaming scene. Like, it just gives a lot of insight, and it gives a lot of players hope. Because back then, coming into the esports team, if someone sees you playing the video game, you're only looking for tournaments or some side bet for somewhere. But now you can make money through streaming, content creation, and play competitively as well. Kudos to Kizito for making that happen.
He's doing a lot. I think the managers in our esports scene are doing a lot at the moment. There isn't too much sponsorship for our esports games, but from their own pockets are doing a lot for the players. Most of the players didn't have consoles, they didn't have means to play the game and improve. But at the moment, they are providing consoles for all players. Kizito, for instance, I know for a fact he's providing consoles for most of his players, and you can see the results of how they have improved because of the support and the sponsorship he is putting into them. They are improving.
Yeah, that investment surely paying off, and as we are seeing it in the Ghana Esports League, it isn't surprising at all. But not just Kizito in that sense. Because speak of Gatsby Esports, they're also doing a great job of harnessing that Kumasi talent. Because before, the only team that we knew in Kumasi was Modern Row Esports with Mulish and Mod. But hearing that they've also got another vibrant esports team is pretty impressive. So everybody from Gatsby Esports is salute you as well. I think you guys are doing an incredible job. Vastic through on goal, layout trying to get in with that chance. But this Rafael Leao card also, when it came to that season progress, I do believe it was from last season. Where if he completes it, he will be in your squad. Does he make it into your squad?
I'm not going to play Rafael. But you can see weird players on the pitch at the moment.
Like Chawinga.
Chawinga is playing. Chawinga is being featured. With this Chawinga, I had a card like that. I had a previous card, Grassroots Grades. She was a very good card. I don't know much about this card, but it's weird to see in Baron's team.
Well, there are some players that will be looking closely at because they are not the orthodox ones that we are usually used to. Great tackling from Baron Rodi, just unsettled Vastic early on in these stages. The Kumasi man trying to get back into this game. The aggregate scoreline not good, not looking good at all for Gatsby Esports as they are down by 6 goals to 2. But it's an all-playoff situation. If you do lose those 3 points on the first day, it shouldn't worry you too much, as right now it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a very long marathon.
But you should be worried about the good defense.
Goals do count at some point. And across 4 weeks, you should be worried that maybe you might get from bad to worse. And that's one thing on Baron Odi's mind. He's just looking to pile up the pressure on Gatsby Esports as the second one goes in for Baron.
You can see on our stream, I think Vastic is a little rattled and the nerves are settling in. Vastic hasn't been on a LAN event before, so I think, and being down by 5 goals.
It's not the best position to be in, to be honest with you. And I don't know if that affected his tactics going into it, because usually all of the players have like a balanced formation. I don't know if he went into his attacking formation or his plan B. Like, it just creates a whole different scenario for you. And playing Baron, who's comfortable, up by 5, that is one difficult thing to do. And mind you, like Kobe said, he actually put Baron in the top 4 to face Nigeria. And per his performances, he could make the cut.
He's in my top 4. He couldn't. It's not that he could make the cut. He's making the cut. He's making the cut.
So you think if we put up a vote for all of the players to pick their top 4, Baron will get a lot of votes?
He'll be in the top 4.
Wow.
He's a very good player.
I mean,
if you don't know him, check out his TikTok page. Baron Odi or Rockets BOD. He's a very good player.
Yeah,
he's always bagging that rank 1.
Yeah. Very consistent as well. So he's surely one that Ghana can boast of, and hopefully when the Ghana vs Nigeria comes up, for those who are wondering, right after the Ghana Esports League is done, we'll be heading into it. Baron, he's just looking to be ruthless at this point with Genola, waiting for their support, and you'll find it with Marmouche. Great tackle that time coming from Vastic. Vastic will have to be doing a lot more of that as we get a glimpse of how the off-stream games are going on. There's also a qualifier for taking around. Maybe you might be giving updates on that one. But there you see Wonder Kid in your shorts playing his off-stream game. Wonder Kid, just...
Is that 7 goals I see right?
You're trying to strain your eyes and see if you'll be able to see with that one. But speaking of Wonder Kid's greatness, the fact that he's been in the scene for like forever and him returning, I'm hearing that FC26, he wants to take it to the very high level. And a lot of the new gen are saying he can't do it. Vastic through on goal. This could be a moment, a very big one in this game, but he just can't execute back to that Wonder Kid stuff. Is it possible for him to get to those levels again?
He's already bagging rank 2s on champs and all that. I think Wonder Kid has the experience. Wonder Kid is a very good player. I've been with him for so many years, so I know what he's capable of. If he says he's coming back.
But you see the difference between him and you is he was playing at a high level then stopped completely. Yeah. But you kept playing. So for you, a lot of people can understand when you say you want to get back to those levels. Yeah. But completely leaving it and starting again is what is leaving doubt in people's minds. But we'll surely be following the journey of the great Wonder Kid.
There's this proverb. a fisherman never forgets how to fish. That's the only thing I can say.
Well, we'll see. A great FC player definitely never forgets how to play. So you think if Sule wants to play at a high level, he can come back?
He can definitely come back.
Wow.
Once you are good at something, you can always get back to those levels because you are called for it. It's your talent. It's something God given. So getting back to it will be very easy for him.
Well, Wonder Kids team, Virtual Union, look like they are in cruise control. We just go aware that they are leading in their game against Plus Leaders. I like the blend of their team as well, old and new.
Yeah.
Survivor, a lot of people have made noise about that guy being extremely good. I think he won a tournament recently at the Decathlon event and all of that. So there are eyeballs on him, and him being with Virtual Union is a positive sign.
That's the beauty of our esports scene right now. You don't know what to expect. Every day there's a new name in town. At first, there always used to be specific names, but at this moment in time, there's always someone new on the block. And when they come, they don't disappoint. We were here when Big Ups came. We were here when other guys came.
When Prince Jonas sprang
came,
onto the scene, Choice Butter had that one season when nobody could beat him.
It's crazy right now. Our esports scene is very exciting.
Well, you get to see another glimpse of the players and some of the fans catching the live action inside the Foresight TV mansion as After 6 Esports are marching on strongly and potentially picking up all 3 points and a handsome number of goals at this first half, gradually coming to a close. There's Baron once more with Maicon. This Maicon right back. He's actually playing him at left back. Yeah. That's quite surprising. There have been debates about who you should play at right back, who should play at left. I see people using Lukaku. I think it's also a positive candidate. But when we're speaking of those back post crosses and all of that, who do you think is your ideal candidate to fit the full back slots for you?
Maicon is very good. He has the aura to play that position.
Aura.
He has the aura. With FC, I don't know if you've noticed it. Most of the players that's like this kind of icons, they have this kind of aura. Their stats don't match their player.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. You see a player, you see the stat, you be like, nah, this guy shouldn't start, but he's the best player for that position.
Indeed. But we have seen a change in that defense of Baron. He's not using the card that Mama Dash really that well expected. It's actually Milinkovic Savic, the shapeshifters item. If you've not heard of that item at all, you are new to Ultimate Team. It's actually shapeshifters where he can play in multiple positions. Genola dancing through the works. Baron.
I don't know what is wrong with FC, making the goalkeepers the best defenders in the game.
Yeah, it almost happens every year close to the end. We have our first free kick situation. Maybe we'll have our first set piece goal as well. It's Garincha behind the ball. Baron, does he have something spectacular in the works? It's a shot.
Wow.
That was surprising.
Yeah.
Very
I
surprising,
thought
actually.
For the direct free kick. But he attempted something new. I think he caught Vastic trying to defend the near post and wanted to catch him off guard.
Well, sometimes those things can work in your favor. When those things work in your favor, you're termed as a genius. And if it doesn't work, you look like a fool sometimes. But Baron, he won't care about that too much at all. He's out by 2-0 in this game, and he's widening that gap up top. Will Rafael Leal get there first? He indeed does, but the finish not good enough to beat the goalkeeper. I see a couple of smiles from Big Ups and Baron as they, dictate the pace a little bit. Look, for After 6 Esports, speaking about the full roster, Big Ups, Baron, Parker couldn't even make it to the roster. Padia didn't get to make it to the roster. Raymond is also part of that team. We'll also see him in action later on. Just that squad. And you compare it to a squad like the Canvic Records Esports team where they've got Choice, but a VJ great champion Montana. They've got Mbappe, Scarada, like that mix. And then you head on to Play Province with Kalu, Jonas, Dels, Cobbs in the mix. If we have to pick the teams with the best roster, you think maybe After 6 edges it? In that sense, I know the position of the league table will determine, but before we go into that, beating everybody. There was a year where I think you played him in a tournament at Arena 233. Yeah. He beat you right on next. Another tournament he went on to win this tournament. I think for Montana, it will just add on to his accolades as one of the very best years in totality for a single player. But I mean, it's a tall order to ask them to do that, but they are certainly one of the favorites going in.
But I think Montana has the capability of being, he has the potential, let me use that word, he has the potential to be one of the greatest FC players in our country. I've played with that guy a couple of times, and you can see the potential. If he gets the support, and he gets the opportunities that he's getting now, I think that boy is going to be great.
Wow. You know who Wonder Kid said the same thing about Prince Jonas? He says Prince Jonas also has the potential to do great things, but maybe he hasn't taken the game as seriously as we would want. Another team that we haven't spoken about at all, Roots Esports, the lineup that they've put together, Wise Man's Juvenile. That's a juicy duo. We will see them in action later on today. But
the only DJ that takes gaming more serious than his DJ career.
Juvenile will also be in action for those wondering. Vastic, we need something from him, and it's not coming at this point with Baron still comfortably in the lead. Genola.
I still think Vastic hasn't settled into the game. He's playing with a lot of pressure, going into the game down 5-2. There's been a lot of pressure on him, and it shows clearly in the game. Well,
sometimes these things, to get rid of them is quite difficult, but you need time, you need experience, and you need to be composed in moments like these. But Baron is making it as difficult as he can for Vastic to settle into this game. Defending in FC25, I would say it's one of the most difficult things to do with how high-powered these offenses are. They're switching on play so dangerous. And Baron just looked majestical up front in there. It's 8-2.
Take a look at that goal again. That Magidi spin cancel into that pass was crazy. That was what opened up the space for the goal.
Pretty important detail to notice.
Wow.
And the Magidi speakers, because you can exit in both directions, it keeps the defenders in two minds. Like they don't know where to go. And that time he beat his man perfectly. Chawinga, we did speak that she was one of those cards that was weird.
She scored 2 goals in the game.
Yeah. Well, pretty impressive for Baron. He's 3 goals up. You know what? Big Ups didn't get to score Sergio 11-2, but the aggregate scoreline might actually finish 11-2 with the way things are going.
Best form of revenge.
55 minutes in, after 6 esports are cruising their way through. In the last tournament, we saw them do great things at the VGA grid, and they want to replicate it here at the Ghana Esports League as well.
At this point, we can say it's over. We can definitely say it's over.
I think it's impossible for Vastic to be able to get 6 goals.
There's no coming back at this point.
Yes, 6 goals is like a wild stretch. Bruno Fernandes through on goal. You know, settling into a game like that, that's a perfect pass, by the way. And that sums up the way things are going for Vastic right now. He's unsettled, kind of rushing things a little bit, and that's causing way too many problems for him, because I think that pass was excellent. He actually red-timed it too.
Yeah, he didn't even take the touch. He was supposed to take the touch first, then he'll go for the shot. But you can see, there's lots of pressure in this kind of competitions. Usually when it's your first time, you're under lots of pressure. I think that's what's happening with Vastic right now.
Well, with the way things are going, the Gatsby Esports players, they'll need to recover quickly. Because mind you, this is not the only game that they'll be playing today. They'll actually be playing one off stream. So you can't let your momentum and your vim, in Ghana as we call it, die down with this game. There'll be 3 points elsewhere for you to be able to grab today. So just keep your head up high.
With the next game being off stream, I think he's going to perform much better. And I think Gatsby is going to have a better performance in the next game.
You think the fact that the Kumasi players also are more inclined to playing kickoff kind of hurts them in that sense?
I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
Because I know we said you plays a lot of Ultimate Team, but for Vastic, he's known as a really great kickoff player. So maybe if it was kickoff, he would have adapted quickly. But these things do happen. We are done with kickoff.
We are done with kickoff in Ghana.
Well, in Ghana, we are definitely trying to change the narrative and get us playing at the levels that we need to. Joe Bellingham in the middle. Baron Odi has controlled every single facet of this game, from on the wings, in the middle. He's getting the balls where he needs to get them, and he's putting immense pressure.
Like I said in the first game, if you give an FC player the confidence he needs, you are dead.
A 3-goal lead.
There's nothing you can do.
He will be the most comfortable one in there, and if he's got the abilities of Baron, he's definitely going to be enjoying himself out there.
At this point, it's just finish the game, see the game out. That's all I think Vastic needs to do then. They are done. This game is already done. So
damage control at this point. Prevent the goals from going in too many times. I think we see Wonder Kid in the mix. I think they are done with their game, Virtual Union. I believe they've picked up 3 points in that one against Plus Legends Esports. So that's the first 3 points in the bag for VU as we speak. Rafael Leao trying to work some magic there for Vastic, but not happening on that occasion. We're about 20 minutes to go before this game comes to a close. And
but Baron is so ruthless. He's up by 3 goals and he's still playing like he has 0 goals on the board.
I mean, that should be the mindset that you should be going into.
But at
with
this
the Ghana
point, you are
Esports
leading by 8 goals to 2.
And individual performances count because
Yeah,
you
true.
could be on the roster for.
He's already on the
for Ghana
roster.
versus Nigeria. Wait,
He's already on my roster.
On your roster,
Yes.
but it's a collective decision
Yeah.
that we will be making, and it's going to be pretty important that he performs well.
Yeah.
So he convinces a lot of people that don't know about him. For us, we do know a lot about him, so we can say, oh, he's on the roster. But like for people who will have the decision
Baron is in
to
the
be
game.
able to
Baron
make
is in the
it.
game. Wow. What a beautiful goal.
That's insane stuff. Baron OD. Just telling everybody how good he is.
That goal speaks volumes about
It does
Baron's
indeed.
play.
It does indeed. Well, we've got a quick announcement to make right after this game. The next game on the broadcast is an OG battle. Two of the teams who have been in the system for a very long time. Play Province versus Roots. Should be a battle that we'll be salivating over. That should be a crazy, crazy battle as we get another glimpse of how that Baron goal went. And if you are following the Ghana Esports League across all socials, you know.
I want to see Jonas go up against Weissmans.
No, a lot of people also want to see Kalu versus Weissmans, and Weissmans might want to have revenge because actually on the grid, the first game on the broadcast, Kalu beat him.
Yeah.
So maybe that dynamic might work. We don't know the players that they'll be picking.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Dels that will actually be playing. So we don't know at all. And
For me, I want to see Kalu. I want to see Weissmans versus Jonas.
well, we've spoken a lot about Weissmans, but there's also a VGA great finalist in there, Juvenile.
Yeah,
he will be playing, and anybody that will be coming up against him. I know yesterday we were on live stream with him.
Yeah.
Incredible player. He will certainly be causing a lot of damage, and he actually beat you.
I don't remember that.
To progress into that final. So there is that dynamic to work with in there. You notice that the players are playing with special personalized headsets.
Yeah.
Our partnership with Steel Series. Thank you so much to Steel Series for, of course, being a part of the Ghana Esports League. We appreciate all of your efforts. You see right on their heads there, enjoying the quality sounds from the game, and of course preventing all of the distractions outside with the Steel Series headset. We appreciate Steel Series very much. You can check them out and of course make your purchases as well. There will be top games on stream right after Roots versus Play Province. You will be in action actually against Provella Esports as well, and then
another team to look out.
Yeah, and then Wonder Kid will be in action. Virtual Union versus Modern Row Esports, and we'll cap it off with possibly the most dangerous one. Ultimate Foot Hub will be taking on Canvic Records. A lot of people want to see Toby in action. He might be in action today.
I don't think Toby is around.
So the Ultimate Foot Hub will have to make a way to be able to grab 3 points.
The manager is going to have to play by himself today.
Zenas has a lot on his plate if he's going to be able to pick up 3 points. Yeah.
Putting up that team, I almost played for that team, but I think that squad is put together is going to be a very dangerous team to look out for. I think they are one of the shocking favorites in this tournament.
They're more or less like the underdog dark horses in that mix. Vastic taking a difficult one against Baron OD. He's through on goal again. Maybe he might get consolation goal to boost up the whole. Surely this one will go in. But Baron's mentality in this game, there's something else.
Baron is too wicked.
No space at all for you to breathe. And now up by 9 goals to 2 on aggregate. After 6 esports didn't come here to play at all, and they are 7 minutes away from confirming all of those 3 points in their first matchup in the Ghana Esports League. Baron in again, and with the way he's playing, there's no sense of him slowing down at all. Like players, sometimes you're up by 9, you want to relax a bit, showboat. That's not the way things are working for Baron at all.
You can
sending a clear signal to the rest of the
You can see he's a professional's professional.
Indeed.
But this has been a wonderful performance by the After 16. They came in, they looked to destroy the opponents, and they've done exactly that. Beautiful performance from After 6.
Indeed, and they look to cap it off with maybe the icing on the cake. Less effort trying to go near post. David De Gea says, not on my watch with that one. Enough is enough with those goals.
But Baron has gone with surprising players in his team. I'm seeing Mamouche in there, and then the Chawinga card. Those are players, unorthodox players. I don't see them in most people's teams. So seeing them in there, and with the way he's using them, you can see.
It reminds me so much of Boyd in the National Soccer League. He was using weird players. Everybody was confused, like where are these players come from? But they were working for him. So if it's working for you, you're not going to be changing it at all. And as he's got 4 goals in this game, for sure he will definitely be keeping this team. 1 minute to go now. After 6 esports statement win, 9 goals to 2. putting 9 past Gatsby Esports. I don't think we're expecting this one at all. We're expecting it to be a more close affair, but credit to Big Ups. He put the game to bed in the first leg, and all Baron had to do was just continue the process, and it has more or less been light work.
But the Vastic boys should keep their head up. They should keep their head up. This was a great performance all the same. Playing for the first time on stream, I think they've done a wonderful job, but there are more things they can improve on. I expect them to play better in their next games.
Well, they will try to keep their heads up high, and we see a little bit of sportsmanship from the guys. After 6 Esports, our first game on broadcast, they've got the job done. 3 points in the bag as they beat Gatsby Esports 9-2 right here inside the Foresight TV mansion for our first ever Ghana Esports League. Just the preseason, by the way, and it's already fireworks already. Joining me for this one was Guy Kobe. Will definitely be changing things up, and he will be in action as well. He has said a lot of things. You need to prove it, but we know he's definitely one of those OGs. So thank you to Guy Kobe for joining us on this broadcast. As we go for another quick break, we'll be heading straight into the OG battle. Play Province versus Roots Esports. Get your predictions in. Who picks up the win? PP or Roots? Coming up next.
I'm Big Ups and I'm representing After 6 Esports team.
I'm Baron and I'm representing After 6 Esports.
I'm Raymond Agbozo and I'm representing After 6 Esports team. I think it's very good to upgraded players and stuff on the esports community.
I think not this tournament, but then I've been training ever since the release of FC25. So I think I'm ready.
I'll say 2 teams, Canvic and maybe Ultimate Hub, because Toby is a very good player. So both teams. Yeah.
This is Big Ups and representing After 6 Esports team, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
I go by the name Wicked and Jovial, but if you're a fan, just call me Kalu. I represent Play Province. It's a very good one because it's going to showcase a lot of Ghanaian talent. As you know, we are the best in FC, in this West African region. So I've been training a lot. If you've been joining my streams and all that, you see that I've been playing the game very well. So I'm not going to disappoint anyone that believes in me. I want to face Wonder Kid. I have a squad settle. He has been scoring me on my stream recently. I really want to get back at him. And I think the tournament is the best revenge. I'm tipping Play Province, of course. I'm in there, Charlie. Expect nothing but magic. I'm Wicked and Jovial, playing for Play Province. This is the Ghana Esports League.
Representing Prime Loss Esports.
This is Pure Panic from Prime Loss Esports.
My name is Safa Junior Game, have the experience and to be able to attain higher heights.
The Ghana Esports League being the first time, I think I'm expecting every team to bring their best and compete to the max.
My toughest opponent is Montana from the Canvic Rovers.
I mean, we are all here to win, so you should be expecting Prime Loss to be the.
My name is Nick Bakbo. representing Virtual Union, and I'm an eFootball athlete. I feel like it's a very good initiative because it brings about competitiveness in the game, and there are lots of athletes who are willing to bring out their best, so it's really a good initiative. Honestly, I'm not very well prepared. I think there's a lot of time to put in work, so I'll be prepared when the time gets right. All the athletes really, I think everyone in the tournament will be bringing their A game, so everyone will be tough. Nothing but the best. My name is Nipaku, popularly known as Wonder Kid, and I'm representing Virtual Union. This is the Ghana Esports League.
It's Gatsby representing Osmos Esports.
My name is Samo from Osmos Esports. The Ghana Esports League is a place for underdogs like us to showcase our talent.
This is a great opportunity for all Ghanaian gamers. We've been playing a lot of tournaments, and I think this Esports League is going to be very wonderful and massive for us as gamers. People should expect nothing but the best. Osmos is bringing a new Wonder Kid in town, so we have something special for you guys.
You have been training for long and he says this is my time to shine, so I have to come here and prove to them. Canvik record team, they have the best players in there, like Montana and stuff. So
I believe the Canvik Esports team has the best players in Ghana currently, so they are the team to beat in this tournament. Gatsby from Osmos Esports, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
My name is Samo from Osmos Esports. This is the Ghana Esports League.
Round of action done, on to the next we go, and as we get into a different route, we'll be switching up the guys that will be on here with me. Very familiar face, of course, knowing from the VGA grid. We were doing our casting together. Wonder Kid back in the mix, fresh from beating Plus Legends Esports. How's that feeling like getting back into the group? Because it's been a long time since you played competitively.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very calm game. I considered 6 goals, which I think is very bad of me. I scored 8, so the attack is there, but the defense,
yes,
I think I need to work on.
But SC25 defending is so difficult.
Defending is so hard, but I mean, considering 6 goals, I feel like it's a lot. If I can limit it to 2, 3, that'll be fine. So I just think I just have to work on the defense.
Yeah, but the 3 points is the 3 points.
Yeah, 3 points is 3 points. 3 points, 3 points. So yeah.
Yeah, 3 points is indeed 3 points. So 3 points goes to Virtual Union, and just as we saw after 6 esports also bagging all of those 3 points as well, we'll be moving on to the next game. And Guy Kobe was here with me. Well, he has done a lot of talking. Time for him to do action. He's actually not in the first game, but his team is playing. Osmos Esports are in action. They'll be taking on the newly formed Provella Esports. Hot matchup to come for Provella Esports. When they announced they're coming onto the scene, a lot of anticipation. We saw their hype across social media. Pounds won a tournament at MX24. They made a lot of noise about him. He will be playing actually in the first game against Samo. Also a new player from Osmos Esports. Just a couple of things that you've seen from Pounds so far. Have you seen him play? Have you been impressed with what he's done so far?
So funny thing, Crunch Pro, the CEO of Provella, is a very good friend of mine. So after he formed the team, he actually made me invite some of the boys to my side to watch them play. And I'm not gonna lie, Pounds is a very, very impressive player. So I'm looking forward to what he brings to the table in this game.
Well, it should be fun watching Pounds in action. And for Samuel, Kobe spoke highly of him. He said he's one that he's taking him under his wing and trying to groom him. For a kid, like seeing him like that, does it bring back memories of when you're also a kid going to play in a tournament your first time?
It really does, because this is the first time I'm watching him play, and I feel like him being on the big stage, I just hope the pressure doesn't get to him. But it looks like he's locked in, so let's see what he can do.
Well, for Samuel, the pressure might be all on him, but I like the fact that he has a veteran by his side, giving him the advice, calming him down. Guy Kobe will be in action in the other game, but he will need to start well, because your starts are going to be important. We saw what big ups did to Sergio, starting well, 5 goals to 2, and then Baron just picked it up from there. The starts are pretty important. I know Survivor also did really start well for you guys to get you guys where you wanted to get to with all of those 3 points. So Osmos Esports taking on Provella in our next round of action on the main broadcast. I believe the players are ready, and so are we. Once they jump into the game, we'll get to see a little bit of the action. But the Ghana Esports League, it has been a dream of a lot of our esports enthusiasts in Ghana, but we've never been able to pull this off. The fact that we are finally launched there, and you've been here for the whole of the time, we've never done something like this before. How proud are you of the fact that we've been able to do something like this?
I'm actually very proud, and also I'm surprised that there are so many teams. I actually did not know a lot of the teams.
Like 16 teams is wow.
16 teams is crazy. So I feel like esports is on the come up, it's on the rise, and we are actually on the rise stratosphere today. So we are headed to the top. I feel like esports is really, really going to be
big. We are certainly heading there, and you see all of the growth among some of the players, the teams, the managers. It's pretty impressive where things are going right now. And if the Great Wonder Kid says it, then definitely we are getting. I know you've also picked up streaming lately. You can go on TikTok and follow him. Our Wonder Kid himself, he's been doing some crazy stuff on there. But I was having this discussion with Guy Kobe, and I was like, a lot of people think it's going to be difficult for you to get back to the top. And you say you'll be competing in 26 competitively. How difficult have you found it to get back into the groove, get back into the old mindset of being like a top tier player in the country?
Honestly, it's been challenging because I did not start this game early. And I had to learn a lot to catch up to the boys. I mean, there are new methods to learn, there are new skill moves to learn, there are a lot of things to learn. So going back to the top is gonna be hard, but it's a challenge.
But you think if you start with them in 26, maybe you could possibly?
Yeah, if I start with them, I can't compete. It's not that I will compete, and I'll give them a hard time. But now it's obvious that I'll give them a hard time.
Kobe made a quote. He says, "A fisherman will never forget how to swim." So for you, him, Sule, he believes that if Sule picks up a controller, he can start, getting back into the groove and all of that.
Yes, he can, because he already has the
basics.
Yeah, the basics. And honestly, FIFA, if you're a pro FIFA player and you watch someone do this and that, I feel like you should be able to replicate whatever the person does. So yeah, I think that we can all go back to the top. I mean, I'm personally calling out Sule for him to make a comeback, because now the kids are talking too much.
Yeah, the kids are indeed talking too much. I think Kobe was also saying something similar, as Osmos Esports and Provella are getting ready to get into the groove here inside the Foresight TV match in Ghana Esports League first ever edition. But speaking of the OGs and the new kids also coming onto the block, I like the blend that we are seeing. If you look at some of the teams, your team, Survivor, new kid on the block, you get to pair with him in Virtual Union. We just spoke of Guy Kobe, him and Samo also mixing up a little bit. That just tells us that we are getting into an age where esports is getting to the level where everybody can
Everyone
compete.
can compete. Yeah,
Whether you're at this age or you're that age, immediately you're good enough, you'll be able to produce at a very high level. So it's great seeing all of that. Maybe Sule might actually come back into.
We need Sule back. We need Sule back in SC.
Yeah, it will actually be fun to see Sule competing at those levels. And if he's listening to us right now, then definitely he'll be looking to pick up the controller. There are games happening elsewhere. I believe Play Province are actually in action against Blast Legends. I think Cubs was leading by 3-1 or something like that. We'll give you all of the updates as soon as they fly in to know who's picking up 3 points. Also, so far confirmed. We know VU has got 3 points in the bag. We know After 6 Esports also has 3 points in the bag. A lot of teams are working to be able to get to the top of that table. But an all-playoff situation is always difficult. Even when you lose. For Gatsby Esports, I don't know if you're able to get a glimpse of their game, but like Sergio in that first half was playing well, but in the second half, when Big Ups settled in the game, he kind of struggled. With him, I think we were able to have the chance to cast over his game at the grid. He has one way of playing, over the top 2 goals. And if it doesn't work, he kind of seems to struggle. Doesn't really have a plan B, in my opinion.
So that's something that I do not advise players to like pick up or add to their game, because if you are over-reliant on the meta and someone figures out how to stop the meta, it's going to expose you. So in this game, there are people that have really learned the Trivela, there are people that have learned the precision shooting. There are lots of people are abusing the meta in this game. And honestly, to be a top FIFA player, you have to abuse the meta. But you also have to add the basics and the fundamentals to the game to make your game more dynamic and less scarier. Because if you are only following the meta, like you said, if you figure the person out, that's all.
The meta has just so many ways of working, but you've got to have a plan A, a B, a C, a D. Even if you have an E, it will work for you. It's all part of those things that makes the game pretty fun. I do believe that the Provella versus Osmos game is just about ready to go, so you guys can exercise a little bit of patience for us. Bear with us. Doing this is not easy at all. Putting everything together, definitely a difficult one within the scene. Like, I had a chance to be in Nigeria to see what they were able to put up with the National E-Soccer League. Splendid job they did there. The Game Evo team, Kid Esports, the players showing up every single weekend to play in that tournament. I think it was amazing. I've never seen something like that being done in Africa.
It was actually very exciting. I actually watched each and every of the games. A big fan of Farouk, big fan of Killer Freak. I like their style of play. Also, Baji Jr., big shout out to Baji.
He was quite impressive.
Yeah, I was also watching his game. And it was very exciting. I hope the same thing happens in the Ghana Pro League. Yeah, we get that many shocks and stuff. But honestly, with the Nigerian League, I feel like Killer Freak and Farouk, they were levels above.
They set themselves apart.
They were levels above.
Right from the very start as well.
Right from the very get-go. So I feel like if those two guys put in a lot of effort, Farouk competed in the last chance qualifiers. He unfortunately did not make it. But I mean, he can go next year. But the game has started, so we can tune into the game.
Well, the main one has started. Osmos Esports taking on Provella. Provella, I believe, are in the white and the green, and in the all white will be Osmos Esports, looking to change the narrative a little bit about them. I think ever since the creation of that team, we haven't seen them do too much damage. Of course, the marquee signing is still being Guy Kobe in the mix. They have not really taken to winning tournaments yet, but it's still on a steady rise, it's still on the steady grind, and they'll be looking forward to getting to it. If you just joined the broadcast, this is the Ghana Esports League. We're live in Accra, Foresight TV match, and they are following strict restrictions. And what do you make of that restrictions and building your team? 98 rated players and above, you can only use 4. Does it make things a little bit difficult to put the team together?
Now, honestly, I think it makes the game fair, because if not for that rule, I know someone who has a team with like full 99 rated players, and that would be like over the top. I feel like the rules are fair, and so if you can get those players that are needed, the Hullets, the Henrys, the Ronaldos in there, I mean, you can do a lot with one player.
Yeah, you can indeed cause problems. And for this one, Pounds versus Samo, a very difficult game to call as to where it will go. Actually, I'm sure if I asked one that kid as well, he wouldn't know who to pick to pick up this one, because they're all like new guys in the scene. And I love the fact that there's not too much data on them for you to watch and say, oh, this guy is better than this guy. For Pounds, he's won a tournament before, but can that be considered to be like a major event? We don't know yet, but like for Samo, his first ever land event.
The win is a win. So I feel like we should praise him for actually getting that win, and he got that win over an OG.
Yeah, Konka.
who's also a veteran in the game. So I feel like you have to give him that.
Well, credit to Pounds, of course, pulling off that win, and he's looking to start this game in the best possible fashion. The first 2 attacks has looked very intriguing. He's causing problems for Samo early on. Ginola will try to play short into Petit. Pounds is working something brilliant. Could he cap it off with a goal in this one? But Samo's defending. Top tier. Can he execute off the counter? He's got more bodies up front to be able to pull it off. Lofted pass into Ginola. Could he find the first goal of the game?
That was green time.
And he does. It tells you he knows what he's all about, and he'll definitely be excited about that one.
Because you could see him crack a smile there. I feel like when the game started, he was feeling pressure, but now that he's got a goal, it's made him more calm, it's made him more relaxed. So
yeah, that's one style to adopt as well. Defend, hit them on the counter, because right from the very start, Pounds wanted to be aggressive. Yes. He's committing bodies forward, and I feel like if you play corners and you play short and you want to work around the goal, if immediately you lose that ball, you're likely to be counted on, and that's kind of what happened to Pounds.
The meta for corners now is whipping in near post.
Near post,
I mean, you've seen a lot of the pros doing it on the world stage, so I feel like that is a better option than passing it around.
Especially when you have like Mamadashvili or like a Van Dijk also in the mix. Yes. You can put them in there. That was Samo bursting through the defense and firing that one far post of the goalkeeper, registering his first goal of the game. Pounds just needs a calm down. I think his offense is good enough to be able to withstand how good Samuel's defense is. So we should see a couple of movements from him that signals that he's pretty good. But Samuel now settling perfectly into this game, just looking to get into the groove of what the Ghana Esports League is. What a finish that was. Speak about belters, that one. Samuel with the goal from long, great distance. We didn't see that one coming.
I saw it coming.
the angle?
Yes.
But it looked like Petit was closing him down a little bit.
Nah, but I mean, he green timed it. And normally, if you green time these shots from outside the box, 90% of the time, it's a goal. It ends up in a goal.
What a finish from Samuel. The new wonder kid on the block, we'll call it. In the first few minutes, he's taking the Ghana Esports League by storm. And there he is, setting up the angle beautifully with the Trivela flying into the top corner. What a start from this man, looking to make a name for himself. The 40s item Matuidi is also like a low-key great card to have in that midfield.
He's not low-key. He's very, very good. And he's very aggressive. I mean, I don't know if he has the bruiser play style, but anytime that card gets close to you, there's a high chance he's getting the ball off you.
These things pretty important. Wow. What a game. Drop your comments here. I'll actually be reading a couple of them. I've seen some of them, and I know we like the cheeky things. Oscar Pay says, Pounds, there no be currency. Give for home. Oscar, relax. Oscar, you for relax.
Oscar Pay. Calm down, Oscar Pay.
But an incredible start from Samo to open up the scoring. Montana says, Charlie, this boy good. I mean, if you're getting praise from one of the best players around, you know you're definitely
doing
really
something
good.
right.
And Gatsby says something. Once players settle down, you see their best versions. That could have been 3. I think that's precision shooting.
That was precision, yeah. That was
definitely
precision.
He should be finding the back of the net. Samuel has definitely taken this game by storm, and I think it's quite surprising for Pounds. He doesn't know what hits him right now, and he just can't get out of the trance.
Yeah, and he's struggling to keep his shape. I think he's still committing bodies forward because he conceded 2 goals very early. He's trying to get back into the game, but the way he's going about it now, I don't think that's the way forward. He needs to calm himself down and try to work the ball into the game.
90 minutes gone. Guy Kobe did give us a hint about how good this guy is, and he's certainly making him proud, but he's got a lot more of the work to do. As Pounds is like, look at how Pounds started that game in the first 5 to 10 minutes, composed and being aggressive, creating chances. All of a sudden, it has switched, and for 9 minutes half, to be locked in for the whole duration is difficult.
Very, very difficult.
Extremely difficult. So Pounds has to find a way of channeling that inner beast in him to be able to be logged in throughout the whole of the game. And as you get a break, maybe that might be the opportunity. But Virgil van Dijk, I think the most popular pairing at centre back would be Mamadashvili and Van Dijk at this point.
Okay, yeah, that's
or maybe
true, but I see some stamps in there as well. He's also a very good shout. But you can hear roars. You can hear roars from the background. I think the Play Province
team
plus
Legends game is going crazy.
It's going crazy. It's actually going crazy.
Indeed, that's what the Ghana Esports League is all about.
Great block.
Maxwell in the comments says, Pounds attack be mad, no jokes at all. I mean, he has showed that the attack can be very, very good. But right now, you need to take it to a whole new level as someone has settled into the game. Genola. Look, Gakobi sitting there will be delighted with the way the game is going. Maybe he would not have been really confident that maybe someone will take the game by a stretch in this first early stages. But what a start from the kid already! And he might be through a goal. Zico to make it 3.
That was a bad decision.
Decision making.
That was just a bad decision from him. I feel like he should have either gone for the low driven or the finesse because he had the angle. Chip shots are not reliable in this game at all, unless you have the play style. And
just pick your spot and get a nice, crazy like a low-driven shot in, and he will score. Right now, the rate at which Samuel is creating chances, I don't think he's going to be ending at 2 goals at all. Ponce has got to be careful, but maybe this might be something of a start of a revolution. Gets the pass into Henry, great interception. Yeah, we've had numerous conversations about the best play style for defenders, but one play style that I think is a must for you is the intercept plus play style. It's
very true.
It's superb when you have it in your locker.
And also it helps trap the ball. Normally when you do interception, if you do not have that play style, the ball normally bounces off the player's legs. So I feel like that play style is very, very important to have for a defender.
Michael Bayfi in the chat asking if they are playing on 0 MS. Yes, indeed, they are playing on 0 MS. That's one important key thing that we wanted to have. They're playing in a LAN event. So both of them are playing on 0 MS. No lags, no connection delays and all of that. Everybody playing on a fair level. So no complaints at all. That one definitely brings a lot of joy to so many players because we face so many similar situations, but now overcoming them is something that we put way behind us now. Ginola in the middle for £4. As you thread one into Theo Hernandez. Great tackle from Dumfries, but he just can't win the ball back. Pounds. Now it's feeling like he's panicky a little bit with his attacks.
He's rushing. I mean, ever since the game started, he's not actually created a solid 1v1 chance. I feel like all the chances he's created have been half chances, and he's rushing up top. He just has to calm himself down and let the game come to him. Because at this point, I feel like he's just playing a forced game and rush game.
Petit in the middle. About 6 minutes to go before the first half comes to a close, as we've been marveled by someone's excellence in the attacking display. And Pounds now will have to respond. The Provella team, as Eddie watches on, trying to spare on his teammate to get right back into the game, but someone's defending, has picked up steam from the very start when it looked shaky. Henry through to Holland, excellent pass into Hansen. The sequence looks magnificent. Can he cap it off with a goal? Just kind of rush down a little bit into the red time shot.
Honestly, that was a good decision from him because Pounds was focused on Henry, so we used Henry as a decoy run, but he couldn't get a shot off on time. That was a good decision from him.
Pretty important moments to capture in the Ghana Esports League. One thing that every single time the Esports Association of Ghana does is to nurture new talent, discover new talent. It has happened numerous times and in different genre of games, and not just in FC. And we might have a new kid on the block. Great tackle once more, really. And now I think someone might be playing for the last attack in this first half. Matuidi through the middle. What a start that we've had in this one. And for those joining now, this is not going to be the end of the game. Guy Kobe and Eddie also be picking up the controllers later on to continue with how this game will go and see who'll be able to pick up their first 3 points in the whole of the tournament. Layout into Theo Hernandez. I think someone is comfortable where the lead is for first half, but
he's not even trying to go for one more attack.
Playing as a kid, and the fact that in the first 10 minutes we saw a little bit of nerves, the way he's worked his way into the game is truly superb. We give credit to Guy Kobe, who just keeps issuing the words of advice in his ears.
Coaching him throughout.
Very important aspect of the game. I like the fact that we've been able to have this system, because at the grade, some of the players were complaining they didn't have a coach beside them, they didn't have some of their mates beside them to like give them those words of encouragement. Sometimes your coach doesn't need to be too tactical. He needs to know you on an emotional level.
That's very true.
And prepare you mentally as well. So these things are pretty important as the second half does begin. you are following all of the action, you can follow on socials as well. And the GH
that was a bad
Esports
offside
League
trap, that was a bad
might be
offside
in.
trap.
Could this be the route way back?
Pounds
That day
he's been very, very.
just shows how the way the game is going for Pounds. That should be ending up in the back of the net.
He's been very, very wasteful in front of goal. I don't know. I honestly don't know how he keeps on missing so many chances.
That was the golden opportunity to work his way back into the game, and he just can't still get that first goal to free up the way this game is going right now.
Tackle, what a nice tackle.
Pounds, he hasn't been too bad at all, and Biffy in the chat said, look, the attack has been good. It's just that finishing touch right in front of the goalkeeper where he's lacking right now, and it's causing way too many problems. He cannot afford to keep going down the standings.
You should be finishing that as an esports pro athlete. You should be finishing that. No excuses for that from Pounds.
Well, I also got a comment from YRNL. Says Pounds is not used to being on a big stage. Mind you, he won the tournament at MX24, a Champions League featured tournament. So I wouldn't say he's new to the big stage, and he might be through just offside on that one. But Samuel reminding us how great he is on offense. Look, I don't think this is his first time on a big stage, Pounds. He's done it before, but maybe the crowd around and him knowing that there are multiple people watching in-house is maybe causing the problems. Because for the MX24, a lot of people are watching online, but we have so many people here at the Foresight TV match, and maybe the noises he's hearing around can affect him a little bit. But it's not all doom and gloom.
Oh my God.
He's had multiple chances. That's about 4 chances we can count where he's eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper, still can't convert. He's not giving up yet, though, and this might be it. Finally, Pounds is on board. And could that be the goal to change his fortunes? Could that be the goal to totally change the narrative?
The whole game, the game has changed, and I feel like the game has turned on its head. Samo, after taking the lead, has been very, very relaxed. He's not being as aggressive as he used to be, and I feel like that's what's letting him down now. He needs to pick up that aggression and get himself back in the game.
Well, for Pounds, it will now be finally, I've got to go back. Can I build on this? Can I now work my way to getting more goals? And this was a lovely way goal. He did actually miss this chance earlier. Unfortunately for him, it bounced right into the feet of Ginola, and he only had one thing on his mind: work his way into another dangerous position. Extra pass from Leao. Henry firing into the far post. Impressive finish from Pounds to get back into this game. And now we're at a crucial point in the game. Because for Samo, he can't let that goal get to him too much. Because I know of games where you're out by 2 goals and immediately opponent gets one back, they're causing trouble for you.
That's very true. And also in this game, there's something called momentum. Once you pick up a goal, I feel like your players actually start responding better. Everything feels better. So I feel like now the ball is in Pounds' end. So let's see what he can do with it.
Well, I see Jay, one of the top tier guys at Provella Esports, says Pounds should be having 2 goals at least. Come on, you can do this. Of course, the Provella guys in the chat also spurring their boys on. Very important that you show support to your players at this very moment. Not easy doing this.
Pass.
Brilliant pass. Samuel is through on goal. Goes for the tip this time.
And it works for him.
He will find the back of the net. Ghana Esports FCC. There might be a new sheriff in town. Yeah, come says call us. Call us.
You can see his coach going crazy. That was a nice goal, but would you have taken a chip shot?
No way. I think that was too risky of an attempt. We had already seen him take a chip shot and it didn't work. But so bold of him
to take another one.
Just the guts, the effort to be able to do this on such a magnificent stage is truly insane. Guy Kobe looking like a proud father out there. Or a proud big brother, if you want to put it.
That was a great pass.
And there was a lot of distance between Hansen and the goalkeeper, so that takes a lot of confidence to be able to pull that off. What a performance this is from Samo. Another close glimpse at it. Impressive display from the Osmos Esports player. And I'm seeing a lot of love in the comments now. It says, Oscar Play says, Samuel is bigger than Provella team combined.
Hey, Charlie.
Would I beg you people?
Beg people calm down for me. What to say?
We haven't seen too much of that, low-driven efforts. We didn't see too much of it.
Honestly, I don't know why people are not going for the low-driven efforts every time in the box. Because I feel like the success rate for the low-driven shots in the box is way over 95%. So why would you take risky shots where you can just go for the low dribbling and score each and every time?
Brilliant finish from Henry. I think Pounds is hearing all of the slander in the chat. You guys are saying
he's finally waking up.
I'm not good enough. Well,
he's waking up.
This time he's kind of responding to it a little bit. I think we've got a serious game on our hands. He works a shot into Henry, slots it into the far post, and now we seriously have a game on our hands. Look, I like the fact that someone is dealing with the pressures like this. The experience it built for him. You know who it reminds me of? Not just yourself, Kyran. In a tournament to go for K24, he also played and beat Labista in the final. He had to come back from a goal down. So that was one thing that he did that surprised everybody. Credit to Kyran as well. I know he's actually playing today. He is in a team, EN Game Time. I believe he will be in action also off stream. We will not be seeing him on stream, but Kyran will be featuring. For those of you who've been asking about, at the time 15, but I do believe now he's 60 years old, he will be in the mix. To 66 minutes gone. There's still a lot of time on the game.
A lot of time. 9 minutes halves. Don't forget that. 9 minutes out. So
a lot of time. That's multiple times I've seen Leao in their squad. And when I asked Kobe, he didn't seem too fun about this Rafael Leao card. Is he also somebody that you rock with in your squad?
No. Ooh, that was almost a mess up from Samo. Honestly, that Leao card was good in like the first month he came out, but you know EA normally when they give out a free card, they nerf it. They nerf it after a while.
You can't trust it.
Yes.
But right now I think the free card that is doing the magic is Ginola. You have to see that. Ginola looks
and
pretty
Van Dijk. Remember?
Yeah, Van Dijk as well. Yeah.
Van Dijk. So those two cards are actually very solid cards.
We've got a comment actually directly to Wonder Kid, and if you have any questions for Wonder Kid, you can drop it as well. Mr. Winfred Opoku says, I beg tell Kid to come show the boys levels gimme from JJ. Oh, JJ, I do remember that name. I think he's also is that a former pro within the scene?
Yes.
I think that is indeed. Yes, exactly. Yes. We see your shout out. Thanks so much for tuning in. Wonder Kid will actually be in action later on. Virtual Union will have a chance to do battle against Modern Bro Esports. That was it right there. What's going on with Pound? Pound should be scoring from there. At this level, you cannot be missing chances like those. And he's missed countless ones of those. He has to be able.
He should be up by 3 or 4 goals by now. Honestly, and he has another chance.
And he's in. Surely now he'll rewrite all of his wrongs. Henry on the post.
God. Oh my God.
What is this happening? The elusive goal that he's looking for just can't come.
Honestly, I don't even know if I'm to say that he just has bad luck or his finishing is bad. I don't know what to say now.
We get another glimpse at he should be scoring. This should be ending in the back of the net, and he might just come back to rule these missed chances. Actually, Pals, finally. You know what? I like saying this a lot. If you keep banging at the door, eventually it will break down. And for Samuel, it almost feels like he's inviting too much pressure now. You can't allow a good player like Pounds to keep attacking every single time. And he's actually cracked the code in that defense.
It's still all smiles from Guy Kobe. I don't know why he feels so confident.
I think he'd take a draw. For Guy Kobe, he'll definitely take a draw.
Yes.
Going into the next game against Eddie.
That's true.
We are just about a couple of minutes to go before this game comes to a close. But Pounds fighting back right from the dead and looking to give Provella Esports an advantage. Their jersey also looks brilliant, by the way. Credit to Provella Esports team who put together their jersey. It's one of those ones that I really like. In there, Samo, does he have a response in the ball roll scoop? Nice. Van Dijk staying close to Ginola on the occasion. Impressive stuff in this first matchup already. If you just tuned in, we had our first game and it was between After 6 Esports and Gatsby Esports. After 6 Esports picking up 3 crucial points, winning by combined goals of 9 goals to 2 in that one. Big ups winning Sergio 5 goals to 2, and in the other game it was Baron OD beating Vastic by 4 goals to 0. And in our second round of action, Provella wants to be able to change the narratives, or will it be Samo reverse elastic?
That was yellow time. Now,
look, time finishing, this is the last time we'll be seeing it in FC. Because next year, we are hearing no time finishing. So, if we are seeing all of these, we are seeing goodbye definitely, because next year we'll not be seeing it in FC 26, but honestly, he should be finishing perfectly from there.
In my opinion, if you have a 1v1 chance with a keeper, I don't think time finish is necessary, because with precision the shot normally goes to the top the top corner. So there's not. I feel like time shots should be played outside the box.
Trivela, finesse, and all of those
finesse
things.
outside the box. But if you are in the box,
well, he's in the box. Speaking of Samuel, he had an opportunity to shoot. Don't know why he went to recycle, but the chance is not going, and he's going for the Trivela breaks. And he could have had a goal there in these last 5 minutes. I feel like we are in for serious drama. 5 minutes to goal in this matchup. Osmos eSport Provella. Is he onside?
That's offside.
Just offside, by the way.
That was offside.
Wow. The action we are seeing at the end of this game is truly something special. And Kobe and Eddie looking on. I think what is running through their minds is we have to be able to keep this momentum and the level of energy that these guys are putting in.
That's very true.
Wow. The Ghana Esports League, just in round 2 of the action, already producing so many moments. Hernandez is in. Provella, they've never let in this game. Pounds has missed numerous chances and he could have had an opportunity to score.
Caught him on the counter.
And now you have some defending to do. Hansen looking for the options. Great defending from Lukaku. I've seen a lot of shouts for Lukaku to be playing in fullback positions. Guy Kobe didn't like it too much, but I've seen a couple of people use the Lukaku to perfection, and I think that's one perfect example in a way.
I have him in my team.
Where is he playing? Centre back or left back for
left
you?
Back.
Interesting. Well, he's actually playing as centre back for Pounds, but you have some more defending to do. Finesse shot comes in. We know Genola.
I think
as the finesse play style.
Honestly, I think he should have gone for the pass option there. There was a pass option for him to get an easier chance to score.
Well, we are minutes away from concluding this game, and for sure, if a goal goes in, that will be the end of this one, and we don't know where this one might go. It's been cagey right from the very start. It's been end to end. It's so difficult to call as he plays one through on goal. Amadas really tracks it all the way. Just a minute to go. Samuel holding on to it. You can't give it away there, fortunately for him. It bounces right back to him. Surely now the final chance of the game. Matuidi sends the run off Genola. Samuel, does he have one more trick up his sleeve? Goes for the over-the-top through ball. And that will be the signal for the close of what has been a very intriguing
very interesting
matchup.
Game.
Wow. This one
game.
had us enjoying every single bit of it. I think both of the players have given a great account of themselves.
Yep.
But Pounds, he begatted with himself that he's not at least 2 goals ahead in this game.
Honestly, I honestly want to know the mindset Eddie is taking into this game, because he will feel like Pounds should have pulled some goals,
giving him an advantage
going into the game. But that shouldn't bother him. I mean, he's also going into his game now, so I feel like he has to.
But don't you think that's also equal? Because now he's taking you into like a fresh start. Because if you put himself in that Vastic situation where he was down by 3 goals, that's a way worse situation. So
a game,
if you can start the game at a level pace,
that's true,
but I think it's a level pace against one of the top players around, and that's Guy Kobe well.
But also, we can't count anyone out. I've not seen Eddie play. You might be.
So the surprises might be in there. Well, that was Pounds and Samo giving us a showdown. We'll bring you the second leg right after this break. Guy Kobe and Eddie are in action.
Jacoby representing Osmos Esports.
My name is Samo from Osmos Esports. The Ghana Esports League is a place for underdogs like us to showcase our talent.
This is a great opportunity for all Ghanaian gamers. We've been playing a lot of tournaments, and I think this Esports League is going to be very wonderful and massive for us as gamers. People should expect nothing but the best. Osmos is bringing a new wonder kid in town, so we have something special for you guys.
You have been training for long and he says this is my time to shine, so I have to come here and prove to them. Canvik record team, they have the best players in there, like Montana and stuff. So
I believe the Canvik Esports team has the best players in Ghana currently, so they are the team to beat in this tournament. Jacoby from Osmos Esports, and this is the Ghana Esports League.
My name is Samo from Osmos Esports. This is the Ghana Esports League.
I go by the name Wicked and Jovial, but if you're a fan, just call me Carlo. I represent Play Province. It's a very good one because it's going to showcase a lot of Ghanaian talent. As you know, we are the best in like FC, like in this West African region. So I've been training a lot. Like if you've been joining my streams and all that, you see that I've been playing the game very well. So I'm not going to disappoint anyone that believes in me. I want to face Wonder Kid. I have a squad settled. He has been scoring me like on my stream like recently. I really want to get back at him. And I think the tournament is the best revenge. I'm tipping Play Province, of course. I'm in there, Charlie. Expect nothing but magic. I'm Wicked and Jovial, playing for Play Province. This is the Ghana Esports League.
My name is Nick Bakbo, representing Virtual Union, and I'm an eFootball athlete. I feel like it's a very good initiative because it brings about competitiveness in the game, and there are lots of athletes who are willing to bring out their best, so it's really a good initiative. Honestly, I'm not very well prepared. I think there's a lot of time to put in work, so I'll be prepared when the time gets right. All the athletes really, I think everyone in the tournament will be bringing their A game, so everyone will be tough. Nothing but the best. My name is Nick Papu, popularly known as Wonder Kid, and I'm representing Virtual Union. This is the Ghana Esports League.